Welcome back to a game of Fangs and Thrones. My name's Hannah. This is another weekly vlog. I was going to call it a reading vlog, but we're probably not going to do much of that. And I'm hoping to get some writing done today. I have needles in my hand because I've made progress on my cardigan. We've done the back panels, now we're just working on the front left panel. I have to edit and upload last week's vlog, which I will admit I completely forgot I was filming, but you know, life happens. So, oh, and I did also get my sterling ink for next year. I have the A5 horizontal in this gorgeous colour that my camera is not going to do justice. Let's see if that, see, I think it's like a plum magenta type colour. It has a really nice feel to it as well. But that is my main planner, journal, what have you. It did come with this gorgeous art print that has a 2025 calendar on the back. And then something different that I'm doing this for 2025 is I have the Traveller notebook inserts for the monthly and the two for the weekly. And I tidied my room on Saturday, and now I can't find the Traveller's notebook insert that I bought for these. I'll probably just buy another one, and I also want to get the notebook to match this. So that's that. So what we're going to do first is we are going to edit and get that vlog uploaded for you guys, and then we will come back with an update and see what time it is and see what's happening next. So I have slipped, so just bear with. And then just a head tap. Right, that will have to do. But I have been watching some YouTube videos. It's about 8 o'clock, but I have tabbed up the booklets, and I have broken it into the stickers I showed you last week or the week before. So we have the Saphira Lou tea dragons, which are so cute. And then in this one, yep, we have a mocha dragon. And then in this one, which I just love the colour of, and it feels so soft, we have two stickers because we have my Soto Studios and we have a cappuccino from Saphira Lou. So I did order, I think I showed you this one, but I made Nordics from Soto Studios. They did send this cover. It is shorter, but considering that I'm only going to be using it to keep them together, I think I will be able to live with that. Live with it being slightly shorter, at least until I find my proper one, because that one had the sticker slide, I don't know what you want to call them, but it had those in it, and it can only be in this room. But yeah, that is all 3 in there, and it is a little bit tight, but I'm hoping that this will have a bit of give in it. And so that was my planner session for today. What I might do, I have the shorter booklets, and I have a longer one, so I'm not sure if, I think I'll just put the shorter one back in for now. Yes, and then I don't think I'm going to get any writing done tonight, but I will definitely get some reading done, and carry on with the knitting a little bit, I think. But what I'm reading currently is book 4 in the Vampire Knitting Club Mysteries. I can't remember what this one is called because I do read them as part of an omnibus. But I'm on book, so it's like the second collection, and it is a Christmas one, which I did not expect, but realistically should have, considering the last book was set in September, and that's not the middle. September, October, and was actually really quite funny. I can't remember who wrote that book, but it is available on Kindle Unlimited, which I think is where I'm reading most of my books nowadays. But you know, we're not going to complain. Is that the middle? Yes, that's the middle. And in terms of From Witches and Wolves, I keep getting stuck with it, but that's normal for me until I get actually into the exciting incident. No, I think we're past that bit. I think just because it is a sequel, and I do have plot points from the first book that need resolved, even though I am planning on this being at least a trilogy rather than a duology. I think I do have a bit of leeway in the sense that I don't have to resolve everything in this book, and I can play around with things going forward. And that doesn't look too bad. I think what I'll do is I'll just have them all coming up that way. Because I mean, that's really not that bad, but I do want to see if I can possibly fit a thicker notebook at the back, but it's a problem for another day. So we will put all of the supplies back because I have used quite a few, I think. I'll just put these in the Soto bag, I think, rather than pulling out the box file. So I think, unless I get some B-roll footage, oh, this is just another traveller's journal, which I'm thinking, actually, you can tell there's a lot of thought going into this. If I put these in, I can have the shorter ones for something and still use a bigger one in here and maybe fit my story journal in as well. So I'll do that, but then I will actually sit down and read. I don't think I'm going to be writing tonight just because it's getting a bit late and I don't really fancy staring at screens any longer, especially since work was so slow today. I think I almost fell asleep a few times. So that's it for tonight. Like I say, unless I get some B-roll, we are just calling it a day. So it's now Wednesday. It is absolutely chucking it down outside. So we are going to try not to knock the iPad over. We are going to, I think I'll probably go in the shower, just get all comfy cozy, and then work on the knitting, which is just behind you. Can I grab it without knocking everything? So it's the start of a front panel. Here we go. And then we will load up the laptop, aim for 1,000 words, see what happens, because I probably will just do 1,000 words, work on some knitting, and then read. I have started a new book. Don't know if I told you guys, but I'm reading The Vampire Knitting Club. It's a Kindle Unlimited series. I'm in the middle of the second omnibus. I think it's book 6, book 4. Let me see. My pretty stickers. Right, so I'm on book 5, which I think is called Portions and Pearls, or Pearl and Portion. But basically we follow Lucy, who is, at the start of this, is escaping from her ex who cheated on her. She literally walked in on him doing the deed. And so she moves from America to England, to Cambridge or Oxford, I think it's Oxford, and she basically inherits her grandma's, her nana's wool shop, Cardinal Wolsey's. Yes, we know about the joke. That's why it's called Cardinal Wolsey's. If you get it, you get it. But so she inherits that. So while she's processing the grief of losing her grandma, she thinks she's going mental in the first book. This isn't a spoiler, because you kind of guess where this is going. It's a cozy mystery. So in the first book, Lucy finds out that her gran didn't die. She merely turned into a vampire. But what she didn't know, well, I suppose she didn't, well, vampires existed, but what she also didn't realise was that her entire family on the maternal side are witches. So Lucy has to grapple with that. The fact that not only is her grandmother not dead, she has to solve her grandmother's attempted murder. Although murder, it's a bit tricky to define, because technically her grandmother is alive in some capacity. So that starts it. We also have a bit of a love triangle between Rafe, who is the elegant, darkly alluring vampire historian, book antiquarian, and Ian Chisholm, who is the local copper, who just can't seem to stay away from Lucy. So there is an overarching plot about Lucy coming to terms with her magic, and obviously the romantic subplot is weaving through all, but each mystery stands on its own. We do have characters who show up in multiple books, aside from Lucy, obviously, because it is told in her perspective, but we have some local witches. I think to fully understand one character, Meritum, it is worth reading her book, because she does have quite a big part in that, and then she carries on in the series in a big way, or at least so far she is. But I am really enjoying them. They are so quick, so funny. They are available on Kindle Unlimited. The whole series is. But there are a few oddly worded phrases that remind me, as a Brit, that Lucy isn't a Brit. And some of the wording from other characters who are supposed to be British just seems a bit clumsy and a bit heavy-handed to me. I mean, maybe just me, but yes, I am thoroughly enjoying it. I'm not reading these because I don't want to. I am enjoying them, and that's all that matters. So I will come back to you when I've been in the shower and we'll get some writing done. Okay, so as you can tell, we have an hoodie on, we have showered. I'm trying Heatless Girls because why not? I have just been watching Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte. I've just been watching her latest vlog while alternating between writing and knitting. So I did hit, I've got wool stuck in my toes. No feet pics, but just take my word for that one. So I have reached my word target. I'm actually ending today on 1230, and it's a nice little end because it is the end of a chapter. It's the end of chapter 6. So I think for the rest of the night, because it is only 8:20, I think I'll probably just work on the knitting, see how far I can get with that, and then just read. I'll probably put something on the iPad, because I seem to be getting better. Seem to have more luck watching something all the way through without buffering or anything like that on the iPad than I do with my telly. But you know, it is what it is. So I will leave this within reach if I get, just in case I get any inspiration, but I don't think I will. Suppose this is a good time as any for, if you are a new viewer, thank you. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. But if you are new to this channel, I should have done this at the start, shouldn't I? But my name's Hannah. I have recently self-published my novel, that's my channel name, A Little Piece of Magic, and I am working on the sequel, which is tentatively called From Witches and Wolves. I also have another work in progress, which is just called The Dragon Book for now, which I have shelved to concentrate on my witchy book. It is A Little Piece of Magic is available on Kindle Unlimited in ebook form and in paperback. The link to buy it will be in the description. There's no pressure to buy it, but if you do, that would be awesome. If you do enjoy it, leave a review on Amazon and rate it. I think it's on Goodreads, but I'm not 100%. But either way, if you do enjoy it, tell your friends. And if you don't enjoy it, well, you can't please everyone. So that being, with that little self-promo out the way, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm working this out as I go, guys. So I'll probably say that at the beginning next time. we will change the intro to videos, as well as actually having a proper little intro card, which I'm quite liking that actually. So I've lost my train of thought again. But yes, like I said, that my book is available. Any support you can give would be great, but no pressure. And I'm just going to probably just find something else on YouTube to watch and knit for a bit. Hi guys, it's Wednesday. That was my phone going off, please ignore it. But bear in mind, it is like 5 o'clock and my hair is wavy, not curly. I do have a couple of curls, but I think primarily my hair is wavy. I think I like this. So they have probably dropped a bit since this morning, but I like it. When I'm sitting in front of the light, you can really see the natural coming in, but you know, ignore that bit. So last night I did have a very productive writing session. I'm also looking for my scissors because I have a parcel. Let's see. So yes, I did. So I did get probably about 1,200 words in, which I am very proud of, very impressed with myself for doing. I am trying to find my scissors or something I can cut with, but I'm not having much luck, so. And that takes care of the adapter as well. So, sorry about that noise. So anti-ASMR. But yes, I did manage to get 1,200 words down, and I've definitely moved on in the story so that the action can start occurring. And then I have a parcel that I have just destroyed the box for no reason, because there is a pulley on this side. So a couple of days ago I did order some new knitting kits. I mean, that was satisfying. And now they're here, I really want to abandon the cardigan and make this one. So I have... Oh, is this mohair? Baby alpaca. This is for... Where's my pattern? This is my pattern. I am not sponsored by these at all. I really like them. So this is the Blackout hoodie, and that is going to feel so soft. So this one must be... Oh, I've got a sticker. I like stickers. So that one must be my Evernight cardigan. Yes, Evermore cardigan. And that is merino. Oh, that feels so soft. And so does the other one, to be honest. So I'm tempted. I am really tempted to just start the jumper, because I've made a cardigan before. I've crocheted a cardigan. It's just over there. But I promised myself I would finish this, but to be honest, that's been going for a while. This might not take too long, but we will figure out what we are doing. And these are bigger needles as well, so I don't think it will take too much longer. So I will do that. Choice of viewing will be Becca from Becca in the Books. I have a couple of her vlogs that I want to catch up with. So I don't know if I'm feeling writing, but I will grab the laptop down anyway, because you never know. Inspiration might hit once I get myself settled and sorted. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So it's Sunday morning. Apologies if I sound croaky. I had a flu jab on Friday night after work, and I think it's getting to me. I feel fine, just a bit clogged up. I did have an eye test yesterday, just a general checkup, and everything's fine there. I lost the book. So yeah, so I did go and do a little cafe writing session yesterday because I didn't need anything else from the Metro Centre. I just needed to go and get my eyes tested, which there's no change, so I don't need new glasses or new contact lenses, which is always a plus. We just have to. Oh no, we need the light. You'll have to bear with the halo going on. I did also play around with a glam drip set. It's acrylic powders, and I did put some tips on, so I think I did an okay job. We're just not looking too closely at them, and as long as it stops me biting my nails. So there's that. My locked lighting did come in yesterday, Friday or yesterday, and this is the dust jacket, and it is The Bell Witches by Lindsay Kelk. There's no bond greater than magic. After Emily's father tragically died, she is forced to live with the only family she has left, an aunt and grandmother in the heart of Savannah, Georgia, in a house as beautiful as it is mysterious. But all is not what it seems with the Bell family. They're hiding a magical secret. When Emily meets the alluring Wynne, she forms a connection that feels like it was always meant to be. As the spark between them grows more powerful, her life takes an exhilarating and terrifying turn, but every step closer to him takes her a step further away from her family. Emily will soon find out that blood is always thicker than water, and there is moths and butterflies everywhere on this book. I love it. On the back it says, "You are a Bell Witch, nothing and no one can hurt you now." I did pop into Waterstones yesterday just to have a mooch. Nothing really jumped out apart from this, and I think that was just because I was interested in the cover, but I like this cover better. So I have the book in here. I can't remember what I was talking about, but look at that. It is pretty on the inside too. I've just got the dust jacket, protective dust jacket on because I don't like, excuse me, I can't read with these ones on. I don't want to mess up or mark the actual naked hardcover. I have a few of these just dotting around. I've also been playing with my planners for next year. This is the N1 monthly that I showed you last week, I think. I just have an A4 dotted one in the back for now.
I did order an N1 lined notebook to complete the set, but I like the overhang on this because it means when it chunks up, they will all still fit. This is my yearly one, and in here, which did hold this year's planner, my journal and my reading journal, I have my story notebooks. This doesn't tend to leave the house very often, so it can just stay here. We have my Nightmare Before Christmas one, which is the From Wolves and Witches, and we have my Filofax, which is the Dragon book. This is this year's. It's chunking up nicely considering the last time I actually wrote in this was the 7th of October, and I haven't used the weeklies since a couple of weeks ago, since September. So, and I haven't used the monthlies at all. But this was undated, so I think setting it up just took the fun out of it, whereas I was just ready to go. This one is dailies, so we will see how it goes. Terms of the plan for today. This Sunday, you guys know generally a Sunday tends to be what I'm classing as a gentle rot day, where I just do whatever I want. But I have arranged a catch up with a friend. We're just going to go for lunch. So I will message him later and see what time he wants to meet. But in the meantime, I will probably just read. I do want to get some words in today, but like I say, Sunday is a feelings day. If I feel like it, I do it. If I don't feel like it, I don't do it. Especially since sometimes I feel like I'm pushing myself to write. When I get going, it's fine. Some days I breeze through that 1000. Some days it's a struggle. But usually once I've started, I enjoy it. It's just getting my brain to go, nope, we're writing now. Especially since I'm doing it a lot of the time after work, which is where my plan for this will come in handy next year. This is my travel notebook, I'm going to call it, my travel journal. Simply because it's smaller, it's more compact, and I'm getting the bigger N1 notebook. So I'll write down any book ideas I have, any story ideas, and then if it's related to a story I'm working on, I can put it in its notebook, or if it's a new idea, just leave it in here and let it percolate, and then if I think it's worth it, start a new notebook. Because I'm trying, so what I want to do is concentrate on the two that I have going at the moment, which is the Witches and Wolves and the Dragon. I need a series name for Witches and Wolves, for Magic and Wolves, I think. Oh, could we just call it Magic and Wolves series? Maybe? We'll leave that one for now. So I have to get dressed. I have to leave my bed at some point. And I will come back to you when I have something to talk about. So, who is surprised I've started the knitting project? The new one. Not me. So, this wool is so soft. Do you blame me for wanting to play with how soft it is? I haven't done any writing today, but you know what? I said this morning. Sundays are for whatever I feel like, and if I felt like starting a new project, I was going to start a new project. And I mean, I am just doing a bit of ribbing at this point, so it is fairly
mindless, but I do find knitting to be a very mindful process anyway. I might go downstairs and grab my laptop, but I don't really feel like it. But I did leave off at a very descriptive part in the story that I think does need more to it, just to keep the pacing and the flow. But it is just a first draft. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be, because I can always go back in edits and change things up, move things around. Try not to think about that when I am doing a first draft. So I think it is just a case of reminding myself that that writing is a process. I have to start at the beginning and work my way through, just like with anything. And if I do get stuck on a scene, I do have the option of brainstorming it, or just thinking it through, taking a break from it, working on a different scene, just journaling about the characters for a bit. So even if I'm not actively writing, there is always a part of me that is still thinking about the book. And I think because there is that sense of, oh my god, this is the sequel, I have to let go of some of the pressure that I'm putting on myself that I really don't need to. Remember that, at the end of the day, I am writing this for me. I think that's probably why this one is taking a little bit longer, because I've got into my head a bit about why I'm writing this one, but I'm reminding myself that I'm writing it because Riley's story is not over. There's more that she needs to say, especially since how I ended that outline is really opening up some doors for her, somewhat literally. And you guys will see that, and hopefully this project will continue on. So there's that. I am still enjoying The Bell Witch, even, is that what it's called? The Bell Witches, even if I haven't read any more than like a couple of pages so far. I do tend to be a lot more of a mood reader now, and you know what? I'm not hating it. I think for me, a lot of what I read tends to be on how I'm feeling. So I think what I'm going to do is just carry on knitting for a bit. Currently watching Only Murders in the Building, as well as some YouTube videos, and I'm going to enjoy my Sunday before the chaos of my day job continues. Look, can you see? This wool is so soft. It's going to be such a soft, fuzzy hoodie, and I'm here for it. I did get the pattern and the wool from Wool and the Gang. I'm not sponsored or anything, I just really liked it. And we shall see how that goes. So I'm going to stop this and think of something else.